All right, what's up, everybody? So I had a few people hit in my inbox asking about where I get the kit from. So I got it from Studs and Co. And this is a single-story ranch-style house. All right, so right now I'm working on my header and beam assembly, and I will show you how it looks finished. This is how it looks finished, pretty much. Pretty simple to put together, and I will show you and explain to you where it's supposed to go. All right, let's take a look at this wall section and break down what each piece does. All right, so starting at the top, you have the double top plate, which ties the walls together and helps distribute the load across the framing, right? So below that are your upper cripple studs. Their job is to transfer the load from the double top plate down to the header. The header springs across a door or window opening and redirects their load to the sides of the opening, as you can see here illustrated in this photo. All right, now supporting the headers are the jack studs, also called trimmer studs, depending on who you're talking to. The header sits directly on top of these studs, right? And they carry that load down toward the foundation. So everything is being carried down towards the foundation. All right, now besides the jack studs, you have king studs. These run continuously from the top and the bottom, which tie the wall together and supporting the frame opening. All right, now the load path works like this. So you got your double top plate, right? You have your upper cripples, you have your header, you have your jack studs, you have your bottom plate and foundation. Now, the difference between a door and window, structurally, they're pretty much the same, right? You still have your header, jack studs, king studs, and in many cases, you also have upper cripple studs, right? That's the same thing. It's carrying the load down. Now, the biggest difference in the window has a window sill, which is going to be, at the bottom of that window. The rough sill is also supported by a set of lower cripple studs. All right, they do the same thing, which help transfer the load down to the bottom plate while supporting the weight of the window. Now, one thing to keep in mind, not all windows are framed exactly the same. All right, so your engineer is going to tell you what is needed because some windows are not going to need, cripples at the top. They're just going to have a header. You might see that in some of your homes. All right. In this photo right here, you can see where the headers are placed for the exterior wall framing. We have windows, we have a door, and as you can see, there are multiple sizes. So when I say that the openings will be different sizes, it depends on how wide that opening is. What will determine the size of the header that will need to go in to help support that load. That's it for today, going over headers. I hope you found this information insightful, and like I said, continue to check in and follow as I build this out